Destructoid.
Hey guys, Max Scoville here, and I'm with the lovely Tara Long, and we are still not in the studio because apparently a family of possums moved into one of the ventilation shafts, so we have to hang out in this cubicle. But anyway, we've got some news of the video game world for you guys to hear about. Tara,
I got some Zelda news. Okay, all right. Skyward Sword is not even out on shelves yet, but Nintendo is already planning their next Zelda game. AJ Aonuma, producer of the Zelda series, told a Portuguese gaming website recently that Nintendo's already started planning their next Zelda game for the 3DS, which they say is actually not going to be a direct sequel to any of the previous DS Zelda games. It's going to feature a new original story, but it will feature stuff from previous Zelda DS games. So
it's going to have Link, probably.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be in there. Probably Zelda also. It's kind of hard to tell at this point. We really have no details whatsoever, but Nintendo, if you're watching this, you would be stupid to not put your next Zelda game in space,
and
right?
Have Crash Bandicoot as the villain, and also call it Majora's Math and make it an educational game so my mom will buy it for me.
Or maybe a typing game.
Yeah.
Those do well.
Ganondorf teaches typing. So another piece of news, it looks like some beta of Mass Effect 3 sort of got leaked. BioWare put out a little email saying that this was a human error on Microsoft's part, and people who were doing a beta of the new dashboard for Xbox Live got a sneak peek at Mass Effect 3. And one thing that got shown off is different ways of playing the game. For instance, there's action mode, which focuses more on the action of the game. Then there's story mode, which has less emphasis on action and combat and more on just telling the story. So all the dialogue options are still there, but
it sounds like the boring mode.
Well, then there's RPG mode, which combines both of them, and it's the combat is normal and the dialogue options are there. So there you go, different ways to play Mass Effect.
Wonderful.
They couldn't just settle with a different setting.
No, of course not. Well, actually, I've got some really kind of awesome news for anybody who's a fan of Gearbox. They do so many cool things over there for their fans, and we actually just got a tip in recently from a Destructoid fan named Carlo, whose friend Michael John Mamaril recently passed away from cancer at age 22. Both of them were huge fans of Borderlands, and so Carlo actually wrote into the guys at Gearbox and asked if they could have a little eulogy read for him by Claptop, the lovable, sarcastic robot. So Gearbox came out with this. Take a listen.
Friends, Romans, Pandormen, and/or women, lend me your ears. No, seriously, I need like 4 human ears in the next 2 hours, or this guy named Grulio is gonna break my wheels. I come bearing the most grievous of news. The first soldier down. We've lost one of our own. Michael John Mamaril was a fan of Borderlands, and though any words of mine will seem paltry to that of family or friends, I, Claptrap Pete Claptrappington, am humbled and honored to join in the celebration of a life that ended far too soon. The problem with reality is terrible things can happen to good people, and the most we can do is stand by our friends and hope they get better. Sometimes they don't. So I'm going to break character now.
Carlo, everyone at Gearbox was deeply touched by your request to have our silly little robot join you in eulogizing your friend Michael. It means more to us than you'll ever know. And thanks to both of you for allowing us to become even a small part of what was clearly a very special friendship. Our deepest condolences for your loss. Tonight, we raise our glasses to the memory of Michael John Mamaril. Though he may be gone, he will live on forever in the Borderlands.
So not only was there a heartfelt eulogy, they also actually promised to make his friend a NPC in the upcoming Borderlands 2, which is really kind of awesome,
That's really touching, and that's on top of the fact they did a marriage proposal?
Yeah, earlier, I think in April of this year, Anthony Birch did a little Claptrap video that a fan requested who wanted to propose to his girlfriend, so...
And this is after Gearbox gave everyone who went to the PAX panel a beta code for a free copy of Borderlands 2 when it comes out, whenever that is, right?
Yeah,
they're really reaching out to get fans.
Yeah,
that's pretty touching.
I really have to respect them as a company for stuff like this. It's totally great to see like fan appreciation.
I'm gonna write them an email and see if they can send me a video of Claptrap just saying some nasty, dirty things that I've always wanted.
Don't do that.
Don't
abuse their powers, their generosity like that.
Well, finally, here's a really weird story. As we know, Modern Warfare 3 is coming out this week, and some people just can't wait to get their hands on it. For instance, in France, of all places, a truck was robbed of 6,000 copies of Modern Warfare 3, which is valued at around 400,000 euros. This was done by two guys who crashed their truck into the delivery van and then came out with knives and ski masks, used tear gas to incapacitate the drivers, and then made away with quite a haul, which is, yeah, violent video games, you guys. That's so bad. This happened not once, but twice. On Saturday, some guys also robbed a different truck, this time with a weapon, ski masks again. Details are kind of blurry on that, but yeah, how about that? I got that copy of Modern Warfare. I was kind of scared to bring it on the bus today.
Yeah, seriously, you'll get knifed or something.
Yeah.
But when you consider the fact that they're all $60 a piece, I guess it's a pretty good money maker if you're gonna rob anything, you know?
Yeah.
It's like having a
If
van
you're
load of
gonna rob
cash.
a truck full of games, make sure it's a popular game. But yeah, that's our news for the day.
We're going to be back later with our interview with Mark Watson from Soldier Knows Best, so stay tuned for that.
Don't rob anyone.
No, be nice.
Don't do crimes. We'll see you guys soon.